to Down on the Farm for a Friday, the 10th day of May. Man, time's flying by. Let's get started, neighbor. I'm Larry Marble. I'm on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how was the San Saba sale?
You bet, Larry. Ended up being very good. Had right at 2,000 head of cattle today. Very good offer of cattle, and we're on hand today from the top of the sale all the way to the end of the sale. This week, I thought demand was extremely good. Activity was great on the buyer side. I thought the stocker heifers, steers, I thought they sold pretty well, fully steady to maybe $2 higher. Had a draft 2 steers, weighed 398 today at 347.5. Those little 3-weight steers dollaring out $1,383. Then had another group of really choice 12 steers, weighed 570 pounds at $289, $1,647 on those. The stocker heifers, I thought they were selling steady to maybe $3 higher. Had 22 heifers in one draft, weighed 575 at $262. Those heifers weighing $5 out $1,506 on those. The feeder steers were probably $5 to $10 higher, and feeder heifers were fully steady. Packer cows were $5 higher today. Top cow today at $1.54 a pound, and bulls were $5 to $8 higher, with a high bull at $1.68 a pound. Pairs and bred cows, they were probably $100 to $150 higher today. Very active market, very, very good overall. I thought the activity was from the buyers and everything, Larry.
Good. Do we know of anything for Mason Monday?
I know a couple groups of calves that are coming in. They didn't get to come in last week because of all the rain that we had and everything. So I look for a decent run this week because it rained so much, 3 to 7 inches in lots of areas. We did have a shower go through here south of us again today. Quite a bit of rain there, and we got some rain in the forecast. We'll wait and see what that is. We will be having several female consignments, Larry, and we'll talk more about that Sunday evening over at San Saba next Thursday. I've got about several groups of pairs, a deal of 100 first calf, a bunch of set of 4-year-olds, about 50 of them, just several others. And those are all up on our website. You can go ahead and look at those. And that's at jordancattle.com, Larry.
Ken, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you Sunday evening.
Sounds great. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Hope
Bye-bye.
you get feeling better.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle. With big government crop reports out today at 11, corn and soybeans are down on a combination of profit-taking and evening up ahead of the USDA numbers. Market expectations are that the USDA may slightly cut the end-of-the-year carryout for crop year 23-24, 28 million bushels, and cut the ending year carryout for crop year 24-25 about 250 million. Problem with all this is the carryouts are both still over 2 billion bushels, but burdensome numbers. New export sales for the period April 26 through May 2nd were uneventful and more or less what the trade had expected. Corn, 35 million bushels, beans, 15.9 million. Milo registered another cargo of 2.4 million bushels to the Communist Chinese. All the export Milo currently on the books is still only for this crop year, which ends on the 31st of August, with zero sales yet for crop year 24-25. With South Texas wheat harvest picking up a little steam, the best cash basis levels are down a dime today at 50 over KC July delivered to Houston. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM is open this week for Milo trucks from 7 to 4:45. In Houston, the Andersons is open today and then this next week, Tuesday and Thursday. Hansen Mueller and Timco are open weekdays 7 to 3. Timco will be open this Saturday from 7 to 3 and Sunday from 7 to noon. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle. Call 361-852-5207.
1874. Barbed wire was patented and ranching was forever changed. Now, 150 years later, ranchers continue to tackle tough challenges with new innovations, like RangeView from EnView. By providing a data-driven view of the land, RangeView helps you get the most out of your grazing management, rangeland health, and herbicide treatment decisions. See how the latest innovation in ranching can help you at tryrangeview.com. RangeView is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how'd the sale go?
Went good. Pretty similar numbers to the week before, just shy of 700 head total compared with last week's sale. Calves and yearlings, calling those about steady. Had more lesser quality calves on offer today than we did in weeks past. Slaughter cows and bulls, fully steady on those, still good demand. Several bred cows and pairs. Actually had several middle-aged to older pairs today. Some of those pairs thinner, but they still went back to the country and get to raise that last calf on them there. The better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from 240 all the way up to a high of near 340, mostly 255 to 285. Heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from 210 up to a high of near $3, mostly 235 to 270. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding, 90 to $1.15. Still some of the highest yielding slaughter cows, 116 to a high of 136. Very thin or very low yielding cows, including some longhorn cows, from 70 to 85. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding, 115 to 139. Still some of those very highest yielding slaughter bulls, 140 to a high of 158. Bred cows and 2-year-olds, young cows, medium to heavy bred, from 1350 to a high of 2,200. Cow-calf pairs, like I said, several groups of those middle-aged to older, actually several groups of broke-mouth pairs, and the broad range was from 1,600 to a high of 2,400.
What do you know of for next week?
Well, we've got good rain chances over the weekend. We'll see how that plays out. You know, even with the rain to the north and east of San Angelo, we still drew 7,300 for Tuesday. And we'll take all the rain we can get. But once this weather dries out, you can bet we're going to be looking at some big sheep and goat sales leading up to that ethnic holiday there in early June. Cattle numbers, probably more the same, somewhere in this 700 to 800 head on a weekly basis.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jody Fry.
You bet. Office number 325-653-3371. Mobile phones 234-7895.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Get well, Larry.
I will. Thank you. Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat moves. We'll switch it up a bit. Do beef first. Wholesale box beef prices were lower in the afternoon. Choice box was down 182 to 296.67. The select 409 lower at 288.25. The choice select spread now 842. Estimated slaughter 123,000 head. That took the week to 367. Looks like bids were running 184 with ask 185 and 186. Neighbor, let's take a look at the pork side of this protein equation. We'll look for the national pork carcass cutout, 220 higher at 99.29. The belly 642 and the loin 467 were the drivers to the upside, but the butt and the picnic reported lower. 477,000 head brought the week-to-date total 1.436 million head. Neighbor, there's a look at the meats.
Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and I'm with Tony from DD Texas Outfitters at D&D in Seguin. Tony, let's talk about WW.
Yes, sir. We're talking about WW right now. You know, it's almost the time of working cows. You're trying to get them right and ready. Right now, we're doing it 15% off on all WW squeeze chutes. That's your Beefmasters, your XL Beefmasters, your 2VG squeeze chutes, and this is while supplies last.
All right, so if you folks have had trouble working your livestock, D&D and WW can help. Tony, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. Just give me a call at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how is the bull business?
Oh, it's kind of a little standstill right now. We had some calls the last couple of days, but it's getting that time of year, you know. The market's still good on them Packers and stuff. A few people changing some out yet. We have a nice set of Pole Herefords and Horn Bulls here, and a few Angus and a few Charolais and some Red Angus. So got a little variety, and just kind of awful hot today. They're looking for a shade tree like me.
Right. Well, you got some good bulls on hand. Tell everybody how to get a hold of them.
They can catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660.
Leroy, we appreciate you, and we'll talk with you next week.
You bet.
Thank you.
Cool up there if you can.
I'll do my best. It has been pretty nice.
There you go.
See you later.
It's been pretty tough here today.
Yeah. So. We've been better.
There you go.
See you later.
You bet. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how's the Friday sale shaping up Thursday evening?
It's doing well. We got a little over we got around 400 head in right now with about 80 cows. A couple pairs and no palpates as of right now.
Good. Well, you'll have quite a few cattle and a good day to sell them. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Rodney.
All right, we'll probably end up with about 500 head tomorrow. You can reach me here at the sale barn at 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile, 645-500.
Rodney, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you and take care.
Bye-bye.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite, what happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year, the rancher would spray us with herbicide, and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with range view to target his application. And now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed Mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We are on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron. Kenny, how's the sale looking?
Well, we've been pretty busy today, Larry. We got about 1,100 right now. Out of that mix, we've got about 275 cows. I just put the projection out, 1,200 to 1,400, with probably 350 cows, depending on the rain.
Good. The shiniest consignments that you're proud of, you want to tell folks about?
You know, we got a few, we got two little drags of pairs that are pretty nice, about 15, 20 head between the deal. Got some good age and palpate cows, just kind of ranching cows that'll work for anybody's program. Got a big string of kids in here, about 60 from one man. Other guy's got about 45. Quality's pretty good on these kids. You know, there's some light kids scattered through it up to some big kids.
Good.
But the quality's good. Of course, they're getting fatter.
Yep.
And but we're going to have a good run. Say we got a storm coming this way, so we're going to hunker down and wait for it to pass and see what happens.
All right, and then have a sale on Friday. Kenny, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Catch us at the office, 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook. I still think we're experiencing a little bit of difficulty with it, but we'll get it up and running as quick as we can.
All right, we appreciate you. Thank you. I'll talk to you Monday.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey neighbor, I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm, and we're with Heather Mutz, broker associate and home. Hey neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're here on the line with Heather Mutz, broker associate with Dead and Ranch Real Estate and winner of the best realtor in Medina County 4 years running. Heather, tell us about your new listing just south of D'Hanis.
Sure thing, Larry. This is a gorgeous oak studded ag exempt 25 acre property. It's actually just north of D'Hanis. It has a custom home, 4-car carport, and so much more.
What are the features of that home?
So it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath beauty. It's got an open floor plan, 2 eating spaces, a secluded owner suite, got bamboo flooring throughout, and a floor-to-ceiling rock fireplace.
Does the property have a barn?
Larry, it actually has 2 barns, one that's open on 3 sides with a feed room and 2 pipe stalls, and then another one, 3,200 square feet. It's insulated. It's got water and electricity. It's pretty awesome.
What else does the property have to offer?
So this property is a horse lover's dream with an arena, portable arena, chute with 2 boxes, stripping chute, and a return alley. And there's also additional acreage surrounding this property that's available to purchase.
How can people get in touch with you for a showing?
So they can call me directly at 210-414-8198. And I give you my word, if I don't answer, I'll definitely call you back. Or they can visit our website, www.steadandranch.com.
Heather, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We'll call number 2 or better Milo to Corpus in May, D's plus 75, $9.91. Houston, D's plus 85, $10.09. Yellow corn to Corpus in May, July plus 40, $4.96 and a half. Progresso, July plus 100, $5.56 and a half. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in May, July plus 50, $7.01 3/4. And beans to Placido and Houston, August-September delivery, November less 90, 11, 10 and a half. Neighbor, we had a whopping one bale of Texas cotton move, 66, 60 to 70, 10 were the bids. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble. Good day to you.